Right now, at this very moment, someone in your life might be influencing your decisions without you even noticing. It could be a friend who always gets their way, a partner who makes you doubt your own memory, a coworker who suddenly goes silent to punish you, or even a stranger who uses subtle emotional cues to make you say yes when you really want to say no. The scary part? Most dark psychology tricks are so silent, so invisible, and so naturally blended into everyday behavior that your brain accepts them as normal. You don't see the manipulation, you only feel the confusion, guilt, pressure, or fear. In the next few minutes, I'm going to expose 10 powerful dark psychology tricks people use to control your behavior, dominate conversations, influence your emotions, and even rewrite your sense of reality. Some of these techniques are used by toxic partners, some by narcissists, some by salespeople, and some by people who don't even know they're using them. But once you understand these tricks, once you see them, you can never be controlled by them again. So stay with me till the end. This might be the most important psychology lesson you hear all year. Welcome to Brain and Behavior, your space for mind psychology, human behavior, brain reprogramming, and mental mastery. If you want to understand the hidden motives behind people's actions, this channel is for you. Let's dive deep into 10 dark psychology tricks people use, and how you can protect your mind from them. Trick number 1. The foot in the door. This technique is powerful because it uses your own psychology against you. It starts small. Someone asks you for something simple, a small favor, a tiny commitment. You agree because it feels harmless. But here's the trap. Once you say yes to something small, your brain wants to stay consistent. Humans hate inconsistency. It feels like we are breaking our own identity. Examples. A coworker asks, "Can you check this one file?" Later they say, "Actually, can you do the entire report?" A friend says, "Could you drop me off near your route?" Next week, "Can you take me every day? It really helps me." This is how people gradually increase their demands until you become responsible for their problems. It's slow, silent, and incredibly effective. Protection. Before you agree the second time, pause and ask yourself, would I say yes to this if I wasn't already involved? If the answer is no, that's a manipulation trap. Trick number 2. The guilt trap. Guilt is one of the strongest emotional weapons in dark psychology. Manipulators use guilt to make you feel responsible for their emotions, even for things that are not your fault. They use phrases like, "I guess you don't care about me. If you loved me, you would do this. I always help you, but when I need help, you disappear. Do you know how much I've done for you?" These statements force your brain into a defensive position. You start questioning yourself. You feel selfish for setting boundaries. You feel guilty for prioritizing your needs. And that's exactly what they want. Guilt trappers don't ask for favors. They make you feel like you owe them something. Protection. If someone uses guilt to get what they want, you don't owe them anything. Healthy people communicate needs. They don't weaponize emotions. Trick number 3. The silent treatment. When someone suddenly goes silent, stops responding, and withdraws affection, it creates intense psychological discomfort. Humans fear emotional abandonment. Silence creates panic. You overthink. You apologize. You chase. And that's when the manipulator wins. They don't need to raise their voice. They don't need to say anything hurtful. Their silence is the punishment. People use silent treatment to punish you without confrontation, make you feel guilty, make you chase them, regain control, reset the power dynamic. It's emotional suffocation without any words. Protection. Don't chase. Communicate once clearly. If they continue the silence, don't let it control your self-worth. Trick number 4. Gaslighting. Gaslighting is the dark king of psychological manipulation. It works by making you doubt your reality, your memory, your feelings, and eventually, your sanity. Gaslighters say things like, "You're imagining things. Stop exaggerating. You're too sensitive. I never said that. You're remembering wrong." Over time, you start to believe them. You think maybe I am overreacting. You stop trusting your own perception. You rely on them for the correct version of reality. And that is complete psychological control. Example: you confront them about something they clearly did. Instead of explaining, they deny the entire event. Now you don't argue the issue. You argue yourself. Protection. Document things. Stand firm. When someone denies the undeniable, that's gaslighting. Trick number 5. Triangulation. Triangulation is when a manipulator brings a third person into the conversation to create jealousy, insecurity, or competition. Example in relationships. They compare you to a friend or ex. Why can't you be more like her? She understands me better than you. Example at work. Your boss says, others are doing better than you, without naming who. This creates insecurity. You start working harder, trying to win the manipulator's approval. This gives them absolute power over your emotions. Protection. Ask direct questions. Who said that? What exactly did they say? Why are you involving a third person? Triangulation loses power when exposed. Trick number 6. Love bombing. Love bombing feels magical at first. It's fast, intense, overwhelming affection. They text constantly. They compliment you endlessly. They make you feel like the only person in their world. But it's a trap. Once you're emotionally hooked, they withdraw. They change. They become distant. And you chase the original version of them, the one that never existed. Love bombing creates emotional addiction. Protection. Healthy love is calm. Intense beginnings often hide dark intentions. Trick number 7. Social proof manipulation. Humans follow the crowd. Manipulators know this. They use phrases like, everyone agrees with me. Nobody likes that idea. People think you're wrong. Everyone does it this way. They know you won't challenge everyone. But here's the secret. Most of the time, there is no everyone. It's an illusion of majority pressure. Protection. Who exactly? What are their names? What did they say? The manipulation collapses instantly. Trick number 8. The scarcity trick. Scarcity triggers fear of missing out. Our brains assume limited things are more valuable. Manipulators use scarcity to pressure you. This is your last chance. You won't get this opportunity again. Someone else will take it if you don't act now. I won't wait forever. They create urgency so you act emotionally, not logically. In relationships, they might say, there are plenty of people who would appreciate me. It's designed to make you panic. Protection. Slow down. If someone creates unnecessary pressure, it's manipulation. Trick number 9. Manipulative mirroring. Mirroring is a psychological bonding technique. People naturally trust those who seem similar. But manipulative people use this as a trick. They copy your interests, habits, body language, opinions. They make you feel like you've known them forever. This creates instant trust and instant vulnerability. But it's fake. It's calculated. It's a tool to gain control quickly. Protection. Real connection takes time. Instant similarity is often strategic. Trick number 10. The fear appeal. Fear is the strongest emotion in human psychology. People use fear to manipulate your decisions. Examples. If you leave me, you'll regret it forever. If you don't help me, something bad will happen. If you don't do this, you'll lose everything. You're nothing without me. Fear shuts down logic. The brain goes into survival mode. You obey to avoid danger, even if the danger is imaginary. Manipulators exaggerate consequences because fear is the fastest path to control. Protection. Ask yourself, is this threat real or emotional? Is this fear coming from facts or from their words? Fear is a tool. Don't let it become your leash. You now understand 10 of the darkest psychology tricks people use, and more importantly, you know how to protect yourself from each one. Awareness is your shield. Once you learn to see manipulation, the manipulators lose their power. If you want more content on mind psychology and human behavior, subscribe to Brain and Behavior. Stay aware. Stay unmanipulated. and protect your mind.